Breaking news in the crypto world, Glassnode analyst James Chack reveals a critical trend. Nearly half of recently moved altcoins originated from the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. This comes as Grayscale, the largest Bitcoin fund globally, experiences a persistent outflow since its shift to a Bitcoin spot ETF on January 11th, dumping a substantial 202,873 Bitcoins. The crypto landscape is on the high alert as a long-term hodler distribute coins at a rate of 257,000 Bitcoins monthly. Analysts are closely watching this development amidst heightened market volatility. Stay tuned for updates. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's start. And we're starting off with, don't care if this upsets you, you're a non-believer if you are buying Bitcoin on its 7 green monthly candle. A real believer buys it after 3 red monthly candles in a row, and we will see their punishment later. It will take time. Remember the Reddit who mortgaged his home to buy just 1 Bitcoin. New, it appears that a large amount of Bitcoin mined in 2010 was dumped following the autumn high, partially contributing to today's price correction, as Bitcoin moving from old hands to new hands. And on this screenshot we could see that they were created in 2010 and someone just drops a bombshell, I would say, on the market by selling 50 each single couple of seconds right there. That's massive, but we are prepared for it. Even if it's a crash, we're going to buy that. Next one, just in, spot Bitcoin ETFs have already traded over $6 billion today, Bloomberg's Eric Balchunas, and we could basically see this on the trading volume check. Next up we go for Target 1 has been hit on a Bitcoin retracement, still in an uptrend as higher time frames are still bullish, and said expect the monthly weeks on this one. Next up, some European dudes sold 30 Bitcoin in their thin trashy overbook and set Bitcoin down to $48,000 alone, and it's a Bitcoin euro matched, so it was arbitraged out. Still, it's a sign of how thin the market will be on the way down when we crash. I got recipes in case we get the poopies. Also, I have already started buying the dip at this level of 63,000, and if we get a flush to take out long at 60,000, I will aggressively add more. And that's literally what happened. We went down to 60,000, we broke those resistances, and I bet this guy probably purchased more, and now maybe he's taking some profits because it's growing back. Mentally prepare yourself for this, ignore the noise and stick to the plan, as you know where we are going, and we can basically see that after 40% of drops we are going to come back more. This is an old chart truly, but we still can expect a huge explosion after the drop that we will get. It will be a small one, like 30-40%, but after that we will purchase and expect the explosion which will happen after that. I admit I was wrong and thinking we would blast through on our first crack of 69,000, and the good news though, the sell walls are pretty empty on Coinbase and Binance still 69,000, so I believe we will test it again. TikTok, Bitcoin, here we go. Just in, Bitcoin has dumped $7,300 to a low of 61,500 over the past few hours, erasing the last 2 days worth of gains, and it even dropped as low as 58,000, but now recovering back to 61,500 if I'm not wrong. And let's go for the information we have on for this video. So Bitcoin holders are finally starting to take profits, which we're going to discuss, but first of all we are going through the charts. And what do we see on the chart? As basically, if we will check out the chart, we could see the huge 4-hour candlestick that we've dropped from the $66,000 position as low as $59,000 over here, then started to buy back, and starting a new 4 hours over here we've just started regrowing back as we're at the $63,000 at the moment, started growing from 61,000 at the low point when the new 4 hours started. And let's go back to some kind of, let's say, 30 minutes chart so we can see better. And what happened is on the 30 minutes chart, so it's only first half an hour that we've started regrowing back from 61,000 and we are already back to 63,000. So if people bought and started buying more they could have made already if they bought one Bitcoin 30 minutes ago. It would have already been the $2,000 of profits, which is how the traders make money. That's basically what happens. And if they bought even an hour ago when it was 59,000, they made around $6,000 to $5,000 already, just as low, just as fast as that. So that's how you make money. Basically, catch the wave, catch the market, and expect the profits. And even if you just spot trade, you are still going to go back at the price we were, because it will forever grow. And even if you failed and you have to wait 6 months for the comeback, you will still get your money back. So this is just a safe spot to trade, spot trade Bitcoin. It will never go down as low as everybody says, and it will continue on growing down. Always, you should just zoom out and see at what it was, and there you'll see how it was always growing. If it had dips, even if it fell as low as $16,000, $20,000, we still came back. We came back and we are still here, and we are really close to the $70,000 that we are waiting for. So back to the news, Bitcoin hodlers are finally starting to take profits, as Glassnode says. Bitcoin's meteoric rise over the past few months has many long-term holders starting to cash out their positions, and on-chain data suggests. In a research newsletter published on Tuesday, Glassnode noted that the long-term investors have already distributed 480,000 Bitcoin since December 2023, from which time Bitcoin has appreciated 45%. Bitcoin's distribution phase. According to lead Glassnode analyst James Chack, roughly half of the altcoins that started changing in the last 3 months came from the Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust. And as the largest Bitcoin fund in the world, Grayscale has suffered nothing but outflows since converting into a Bitcoin spot ETF on January 11th, dumping 202,000 Bitcoins on the market. As overall, the long-term holders are distributing coins at a rate of 257,000 Bitcoins per month. By comparison, hodlers sold Bitcoin at the rate of 319,000 Bitcoins per month and 836,000 Bitcoins per month during the major market expansion in the mid-2019 and early 2021, respectively. Next up, Bitcoin liquidation surge as Bitcoin retreats sharply from a new all-time high. There are only 2 mistakes you can make with investing, but I'm not going to talk about that one because Bitcoin's price surged briefly, touching a new all-time high above the $69,000 mark on Tuesday. However, the peak was fleeting and the swift pullback to meet 65,000 happened, and then to 59,000 that we already checked. The price volatility over the past 24 hours led to substantial liquidations of long positions on centralized exchanges, as this volatility resulted in the liquidations of more than 200 million in Bitcoin positions, and with a majority of 800 million being shorts, according to CoinGlass data. Zooming out, the overall crypto market saw over $383 million of liquidated long positions in just the 24 last hours on Bitcoin alone, contributing to a total of 700 million in liquidations across the major centralized exchanges, according to the date right now. So looking at the past, we are in a really great position for Bitcoin. A small pullback happened, it's nice, it's okay, it's fine, we are buying back at the low position of 60,000 and taking profits. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.